Hey, what up, decisive marketers? I'm going to be talking about a cloud-based WhatsApp tool that comes with its own API as well. So this is using the unofficial WhatsApp API, so it's not the official business WhatsApp API. But that's going to be supported later on as well. On top of that, they do have the chatbot, they have auto replies, they have box send messages, and you can also export scrape people who are in a WhatsApp group as well. And with the WhatsApp API that they provide, you can automate certain messages. For example, if someone purchased on your e-commerce store, you can have an automated message sent via this tool called zWhats.App to your customers via WhatsApp messages. So before I dive into zWhats.App, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more digital marketing and e-commerce content. So here we are in the dashboard right here. So one thing I have to say is that there are other similar WhatsApp tool out there, and I have to say that zWhats.App so far has one of the nicer UIs around. Okay, it's somewhat simple right here, but it looks much better than many other different UIs out there, right? So with zWhats.App, right, I think I really enjoy this too because it gives me a additional channel of communicating with my customers, and I think customers do like that they receive notifications, right, about the orders through WhatsApp. So this is definitely a very great way to reach out to customers. And if you are doing lead generation as well using a tool like zWhats.App, allows you to reach out to your customers much faster. And WhatsApp has one of the highest open rates, of course, so that's why we all want to be using this tool right here. So let me just jump in to zWhats.App. Okay, so you get to see all your messages right here, and if you did any bulk messaging, any autoresponder messages in your WhatsApp account, you can see my and then you can also set up your chat bots right here. So what you want to be doing is go to WhatsApp. Okay, and the cool thing is that zWhats.App does come with its own file manager as well, so that is awesome. So you just click on add account, and what happens is zWhats.App is going to ask you to scan this QR code with your WhatsApp message, right? And they will assign you a WhatsApp instance right here. Okay, so if you jump into let me just kind of move over to some of these other features right here first. So these are all your WhatsApp profiles. Once you have connected them, they'll all be in here. Okay, and they do have different plans. The plan that I have allows me to have unlimited WhatsApp numbers, and zWhats.App does provide you with WhatsApp numbers as well. I believe it is going at 5 USD per month, so that is, if you don't have a number and you want to use a number to send out messages, then this will be good. And the cool thing is with zWhats.App, it comes with a file manager right here. Okay, so with the file manager, messages that is sent, can be automatically saved into the file manager, and you can also upload your own files right here to send them to your customers, so you don't have to use a separate hosting service. So for example, I can grab this image right here, which I get this URL right here, and I can use this to send as a message to customers, right? So let's see captions, right? So I've not checked this out yet. Let's see what caption is. Okay. Okay, I do think what caption is, it kind of saves maybe some kind of canned response so that you can send messages, right? I'm not too sure about it yet. Okay, so now that we are in, this is your profile right here. Okay, I'm just gonna show you how it works, right? So they do have the API right here. So if you just click on the API, I'm just gonna log into Pabbly Connect and show you how to make use of this. Let me just connect to Pabbly right here. Okay, and I'm gonna show you how to send messages with Pabbly Connect, right? So I'm gonna use this one right here. Okay, so all you need to do is okay, so for example, you want to send messages via the API. So currently they only support text messages and files, right? So you can send images and you can send text. So there is no buttons that supported, and I think menus are also not supported yet via the API, but you can still send message, right? So for example, this one, so this is how the okay, so you just go into, for example, Pabbly. If you're going to be using Pabbly, they would have a API module right here. So you just click on that and select the custom request, choose the post method, and you want to put in the endpoint URL, which is this one right here. But this is actually a sort of, what do you call it, a template, right? So you got to change the parameters right here. So this would be the number that you want to send to. Okay, so this would be the number that you want to send to. So if I want to send a number to myself, I would put in my own number, and then you would need the access token. So you need the access token, which is over your profile right here. Just click on this. Okay, and then this will be the access token right here. So you paste this over, and also the instance ID, right? So this is the instance ID. So I'm going to paste this right here. So the instance ID would be basically the WhatsApp number that I have connected to zWhatsApp. Okay, so what happens is, because I'm putting in my own number that I'm sending to, and I'm also sending via my own number, so what happens is I'm going to be sending a message to myself. Okay, and then you can take a look right here. Okay, alright, so the message is test message. Okay, so all you need to do is then to change this. Okay, so let's say I want to say, hi Henry. Okay, right, and then I just save and send a test response. Okay, so you can see that it is successful. Okay, and let me just kind of log into my WhatsApp right here. Alright, so this is my Kubi instance, right? So you can just use that, and I'm gonna just scan in right here quickly to show you that the message is coming. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you can see that the message has come in. It says, hi Henry, right? So this is the message that is being sent via the API module right here. Okay, so it's very easy to set up. Okay, so this is great for you. For example, you want to have WooCommerce. Okay, you want to have WooCommerce, a new order is placed, and you can automatically send a message to the customer, right? Because your customers are going to provide you with their phone number, right? So you can place that in this field, okay, and you can set up the message nicely, right? And all this, so you can fill it up and it will send those messages out, okay. And of course you can use the send file one as well, but you will need to use this URL right here and put in the the URL of the file and so on, right? And so that you can send a file, a file, right? So you can send a image or whatever it is, and then you have auto replies right here. So this is the auto responder. So whenever you receive a message, okay, whenever you receive a message, okay, you can then you can also pull up images from your file manager and send them as well, right, if you want to, okay. And you can say hello, whatever it is, right, and then send the message, and then you can exclude certain contacts from this autoresponder, right? So I think these features are not live yet, okay, so you can't use them yet. And then the next one would be bulk messaging, right? So you can create your own campaign and send out a bulk message to everyone, and you can choose like how you want to blast them, right? Because you don't want to send them out all at the same time, right? You want to kind of put some random interval to send out these bulk messages, okay. And then you got buttons and lists as well that you can use when you send out these campaigns. Then next would be the schedule. So you can set up schedules, scheduled bulk campaigns as well. This is like instant send, right? This one would be you are going to be scheduling a message that happens later, okay. And then you have chatbots right here as well, and chatbots are at the moment, I wouldn't really call it a chatbot, right? They do have plans to let me see if I can open up their roadmap somewhere, if they have. Okay, I think it's right here. So they do have they are working on, I think, the chatbot to have a visual builder, right? So this is coming later on. At the moment they don't have that. It's just based on the keyword, right? So if the message contains those keywords, it's going to trigger these messages. So it's kind of like auto response at the moment. It's not really a chatbot, right? But you can send them certain buttons, and you will create those individual blocks of chatbots, right? So that's kind of how it works right now. So it's it's still something in the works right now, okay. And then the next one is export participant, right? Okay, so if I'm in a group, okay, alright, all I need to do is send a message to a group you want to export participant, then click the reload button, right? Okay, and then you'll be able to grab the group right here, okay, and then I'll be able to export all the participants in the group itself, okay. So so that's how you. So let's say if you are being put into a WhatsApp group with a lot of participants, and you want to send them a message individually, you can you want to export everyone out, right? You can use this feature right here, okay. So pretty much that's all there is to zWhatsApp. I think that the biggest plus is the WhatsApp API. I think most people would purchase it for this purpose, right? So if you are going to be using the service, it's most likely that you want to be using the automated messages, by linking different apps together, like WooCommerce, maybe Google Sheets, and so on, and maybe bulk messaging would be another one. And let's see, and auto replies. If you're a very busy person, or you have you're a salesperson and you want to have zWhatsApp to handle some of your automated messages coming in, then you can make use of zWhatsApp as well. So I think that overall, there was another unofficial WhatsApp API tool that came about before, which is called Wago, right? And I think Wago is great, which is actually the service that I'm currently using right now. But I am looking forward to actually move over to zWhatsApp, because they do have other features built in, and the limits are more generous, right? So you get more value for the money that you pay for. You can even get unlimited WhatsApp instances, so that's very nice. And they do have plans to add a chatbot in there as well. So and they do have file managers, right? So you don't have to use a separate service to host all your files for you. Making use of something like Publisher or whatever it is. So and the cool thing is that you are also, I forgot to mention this as well, they do have a team feature right now, which is so you can actually invite your team members, and you can allow them to manage your WhatsApp for you, right? What kind of access level that you want to give them. So what happens is, later on with zWhatsApp, right, it's also going to give you a sort of like a chat inbox within zWhatsApp as well. I believe it's also in their roadmap. Okay, so let me just kind of pull that up as well. So and what happens is that with those features, right, add the chat option, right? So what happens is that you can even have your team members to reply to messages for you on your WhatsApp number itself. So then there is no need for you to use like the official business WhatsApp business API, right? So, and another thing to cover as well is, what's the point of using the unofficial WhatsApp API, right? Is there a risk to it? I think the first thing to consider is what's the difference, right? So with the official business WhatsApp API, if you send the button messages, and what happens is that with the button messages, you are going to you will have people will be able to see the message instantly, and if you see, for example, if you send a message that contains a link, right, if you send via the unofficial WhatsApp API, the link will not be a hyperlink. So the URL will not be hyperlink. There will not be any link preview as well. So if you use the official business API, it will show. But with the official business API, there would be a lot of limitations as well, which is similar to Facebook Messenger limitations, and you can't send messages after 24 hours, and automated messages, or they call it template messages, need to be pre-approved, right? It needs to be approved by the I think the WhatsApp team before you can use them as automated messages, right? So those are certain things to take note of. Of course, in terms of the risk wise, I think the risk is more on the platform itself, right? Because WhatsApp is not gonna is unlikely to come after end users like ourselves. So WhatsApp is probably going to go after platforms like zWhatsApp. Okay, uh, but they do plan to support the official business API as well. So if the unofficial WhatsApp API is no longer supported, right, you will still be able to migrate to using the official business API. So that's something to take note of. Okay, and I think for me is I feel that the plus of being able to send messages outside of the 24-hour window is very is actually very very the plus point is more beneficial than the risk of the platform itself. That's what I would say. And also, lastly, would be people were asking as well: is there a risk? Will my number be blocked? Will my number be be banned by WhatsApp and so on? So the whole thing is that you want to not pissed off your people that you're sending messages to. If you're going to be blindly sending out messages cold, then people are going to report your number as spam, right? So if they report, instantly your number will be banned by that particular contact. But if you do get a lot of spam reports, then WhatsApp may jump in and block your number. They may ban your number. Okay, so what you want to be doing is that be responsible when you're using this tool itself. Okay, and I guess that's all I have to share. I think overall, zWhatsApp is a great tool. People should should look into it, because using the unofficial WhatsApp API is able to give you a little bit more freedom when it comes to sending messages to your automated messages to your customers, and also help to automate some of your personal messages as well. So I think that overall this tool is amazing. I would say that it's very very promising so far. A lot of features are planned, and I would highly recommend this too, because just for the features itself that other unofficial WhatsApp API tools are not able to provide. So I know I've been a little bit long-winded, but that's all I have to share. If you have any questions about this tool itself, zWhatsApp, be sure to comment below. I'll do my best to answer them. And if you enjoyed this video, do give me a thumbs up. And lastly, let me know what you think in the comments. And if you know anyone who could benefit from this WhatsApp tool, be sure to share this video with them. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.